morning and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 371 and we're here live in Southwest Florida. Wishing the sun would rise over the buildings and the trees in the east, but I believe there is a storm brewing. This is the Gulf of Mexico behind me, and I'm sure you can see how different the colors are today. Good morning, Grace. If you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting this morning or if you have any questions for me. Hi, Mar. Yes, it is chilly down here. I barely have enough clothes on. Hi, Gloria and Joe, Chantel, Kimberly, Nikki, Lydia, Lisa, Lily. Thanks for joining live, everybody. Good morning, Naomi and Judy. It's windy, too. Lisa's working on the Meadow Poncho from Layers Crochet. Ooh, that's a beautiful one. Hi, Marianne and Marty and Debbie and Sharon. Thanks for joining live, everybody. I'm going to try to get the camera against the wind. Maybe it won't sound so bad. Hi, Leanne. Glad everybody could join me live today. It is hopefully not going to rain until after I get home because I rode my bike and I'm wearing jeans, and I think the most miserable thing, one of the most miserable things, is peeling off wet jeans. So let's hope I don't get stuck in the rain during my 20-minute bike ride back. So, and hopefully it doesn't happen while we're here, so I don't want to damage my phone. Good morning, Christine. Thanks for joining live. So some of you might be wondering what I'm wearing. Today I'm wearing the Kelly earrings in Chantilly Lace Be So Fine yarn. You can find this pattern in 80 Handmade Gifts, my newest book on the market. You can find it as an ebook or as a paperback. It's sold as a paperback autographed on my website or in Amazon Prime all over the world. What else? And Be So Fine yarn you can find on my website. This one is called the Zen Striped Scarf, and it is a super easy and fun project that is a knitting project. It's a scarf that you knit sideways. I'm going to show you how to do this cute knot in a minute, but let's look at the yarn and the pattern first. So you can find a knit and crochet version of this scarf. Both patterns are on my website. This is the knit one, so there's 2 stripes in garter stitch, 1 stripe in a lace, and then 2 more stripes in garter stitch. So you have to cast on a lot of stitches, obviously, to get these long lengthwise stripes. But once you do, it becomes very repetitive and very zen. The colors I chose in Be So Fine yarn are Crushed Berries, Tropical Hot Coral, Calypso Lime, Aloha Blue, and Passionate Plum. But I've got tons and tons of colors to choose from, so part of the fun is picking your own color palette for sure. So now I'm going to show you my favorite way to tie this. So first of all, look at how long this is. You could do this in so many different ways. Even if you folded it in half and then started, you could do some really fun cowl kind of looks where it could stay up close to all tight up on your neck like that. So you could do all sorts of folding like that, and please feel encouraged to grab your butterfly clips, grab your shawl pins. In fact, I think we could take one end through and one end not through and then tie those. And that might be a nice, easy, oh yeah, look at that. That's an easy way to make this into a cowl. And I always like little ends on a tie wrap because it looks like ruffles. See, that would be super cute too. But based on the tank top I'm wearing today, I wanted something right here. I wanted my tank top to be fitted, but it's a little revealing if I don't cover up part. So we're going to go back to folding it in half. Grab one side around your neck and wrap it around once, or a second time like that. So now you want to make these 2 even. Yeah, they're close to even. Okay, so now I'm going to pull this. Yeah. Kristin, yes.
Kristin, and what's your last name?
Omdahl.
Oh, spell that.
O-M-D-A-H-L.
And when are you going to be on TV?
This summer I'll be on PBS.
PBS.
Yeah.
All right. I can't wait. I'm
The
going
show's called Knit and Crochet Now.
All right. I've been telling my friends.
Oh,
all
good.
Right.
Thank you.
You're beautiful.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too, honey.
Okay, so we did it a second time around, so we have 1 loop. I'm going to stretch it out so it's elongated. Yes, that was sweet, Lisa. And we're going to twist it 1 time, like that. So So you don't want to keep twisting just one time. I mean, you could, but this is the way I'm going to do it. So we're twisting it one time, and you want to pay attention that this has a top and a bottom, okay? So the one on the bottom, you want to come through the top, and the one on the top, you want to come through the bottom, right? So this one's on the bottom, so you want to take this end and put it from the top, put it through from the top, and then this one is on top, so you want to put it through from the bottom. You want to do the opposite of how they're presenting themselves to you, okay? And now, you zhuzh it how you want. You can zhuzh it tighter, you can zhuzh it looser. There is no bad way. So here we go. We've got, you can really accentuates the stripes too. The beauty of doing a scarf with those lengthwise stripes is that when you start doing different constructions and different wraps, you really accentuate that stripiness. So now you can see how many directions it goes in because of all those stripes. Notice how they're all showing pink and coral right now. I'm going to flip a couple of them around just so we can see more of the colors up here too. I mean, why not, right? If you're getting ready before you leave, you have the opportunity to zhuzh. And if you go into the bathroom or around a mirror anytime during the day, you could always redo that too. But I like the idea of showing more of the colors just because I intentionally put 5 rainbow colors in there because I want to look like a rainbow on a day that I wear something like this. Olivia, yes, I'm going to be on the new season of Knit and Crochet Now on PBS, which will be season 10. I will be teaching 6 different segments throughout the season, and it will start airing this summer on PBS. And I'll have more information about that as it comes closer, but I was in Cleveland last month doing the taping. The name of this pattern is called the Zen Striped Knit Scarf. Yes, Lily, white and denim and rainbow, you really can't go wrong with that combination. I love denim and white together so much anyway, and more so in this capacity. A white shirt and denim jeans doesn't have as much dramatic, isn't as dramatic as when you pair white jeans with a denim top. Just something about it, I love it. And so anytime you add a pop of color to that, and you could do that with one color. Any one of these 5 colors would be gorgeous with denim and white too. Does anybody have any questions about tying that knot, or would anybody like to see me do it again? Because sometimes it helps to see it more than once. I know we did this tutorial a couple months ago, but honestly, with as much information as thrown at everybody, you're not going to retain information like that until it's time for you to want to use it. So even though it's entertaining to watch tutorials, tutorials really don't, you can watch them over and over again because there's always going to be a time when the time's right to watch it. And I got 1 yes, so I'm going to do it. I got 2 yeses now. All right, so we'll go back to the beginning. Because now that spring's here, maybe this is the day you're like, oh my God, I would totally do that today. And I forgot about that tutorial because I've had a gazillion things thrown my way on the internet since then. So here we go. All right, so we wrapped it around my head and came back out the second time. So now you want to make sure they're about the same length, which they are. Okay. And we're going to just elongate this a little bit since we're doing a lot of wraps. We're going to twist it 1 time. Oh, Christine, I don't share the secrets of how I dye yarn right now. Sorry. Those are my secrets. So here we go. We've got it folded 1 time, and at this point you want to make sure that one's on top and one's on bottom, and pay attention to which one's on top and which one's on bottom. Because how you thread the ends through is going to be determined by what side they're on. You want to do the opposite of whatever's happening here. So this side is on bottom. You want to pull this one through the top. This side's on top, so you want to pull this side through the bottom. Okay, so bottom, pull through the top, top, pull through the bottom. And it's that easy. Now, it looks pretty long and loose like that. You could tighten it up more that way. You could loosen it up. Imagine this with a thicker scarf. I didn't think to bring any with me, but with a thicker scarf, it would be more volume right here too, which is also pretty. I mean, there's lots of different, I mean, once you know this knot, it can apply to store-bought fabrics. It can apply to hand knit or hand crocheted fabrics. It can apply to thin drapey scarves. It can apply to chunkier scarves. It can apply to summer stuff, winter stuff, doesn't matter. It's a beautiful knot and there's so many different ways you can use it. Does anybody have any other questions about that? And look at, I mean, once you add stripes to the mix, it really accentuates what you've done and it looks way more complicated than it is. I mean, when I showed it to you, it looks super simple, right? But to just look at this, you'd go, how in the heck did she do that? It's so pretty. Good morning, Carm. Hi. Hi, good day. No. G. Oh, I forgot. I know you said your name was J or G, and I can't remember now. Shoot, I'm sorry. Hi, Iris. All right, does anybody have any other questions about the scarf? What yarn is your scarf? It is, that's from Ellen, it is Be So Fine yarn, and the 5 colors that I used are Crushed Berries, Tropical Hot Coral, Calypso Lime, Aloha Blue, and Passionate Plum. And you can find all of that on my website. Hi Faye, thanks for joining live. Oh, it looks like it's still gonna rain down here. Hopefully I make it home before then. You're welcome, Ellen. If anybody has any other questions, please feel welcome to ask. All right, so we talked about bag tags the other day, right? And I know lots of you have already started buying them, and I'm so excited for you to be more organized with your projects. So I'm selling a heart-shaped carabiner clip with a bag tag on it, which is a great way for you to keep your projects organized, to keep your project bags organized, and even a way to keep your finished projects organized so you always know what you did and how you did it when referring back to a project that you've already made. Now, the thing that I promised you the other day is that I was going to find some really fun charms to add to these bag tags as well, and I've listed them in my shop this morning, but I have not shown the photos of them because I wanted you guys to see them first. So once you see them, you can go back to my site and order them without the photos because you know what they look like, and I'll be adding them to the shop and sharing it publicly later today. So, okay, so you've got your bag tag with your heart carabiner clip on your bag. Now, if you wanted to decorate these more, I found some mermaid charms. So I've got the mermaid charm in 4 colors. Charms are so fun, and you can put these on your keychains. You don't have to just put them on your bag tags, you can put them on anything. So the mermaid tails come in a purple and blue, an all blue, a pink and gold, and a blue and silver. So fun. I want these on my key ring for sure. The hard part's going to be picking which color I want. And then, so on one of my bag tags, I'll put one of my mermaids. Or I could put all 4 of them on different bags. And then the other things, I've got a couple more here. So I've got a set of crochet hooks as a charm. How cute are those? You could probably use those in an emergency, especially knitters that like to have a crochet hook on hand for fixing mistakes. This would be a really handy tool to keep on your bag tag. And then I have a set of knitting needles that say KristinOmdahl.com on them. How cute are these? And then I also have, there's more. Let's see, get this one out of the bag so you can see it. So then we have a yarn, a hank of yarn charm, which is super cute. Isn't that adorable? Yes, they're listed on my website, Joe. The only thing is they don't have photos yet, but you can order. All of the names are exactly as I'm saying. And then I have a couple of sheep. So this sheep, you push down the button here, and he has a light, and he baas. See if you can hear this. Can you hear that? And then it comes in 2 colors. We've got a cream sheep and a purple sheep. There we go. All right, so there's the 4 mermaids, the 4 different colors of mermaids, and they're all $3.99 each. I'm going to put these on my fingers so you can see them. Ah! Yeah, the sheep are funny. They might be cute for a little kid too. Maybe something to put in an Easter basket or something. That actually the mermaids would be cute in a little girl Easter basket too. So here's the 4 different colors of mermaids. And, ooh, maybe I can get these on all my fingers. Almost. Okay, so we've got our 4 different mermaids and our knitting needles. Yeah, or a big girl Easter basket, that's true too. Then we've got knitting needles, the 2 different colors of sheep that have a light on them, which would be great for a key ring also, to be able to get your key in the lock at night if it's dark. And then there's crochet hooks and the hank of yarn. So crochet hooks, hank of yarn, 2 different colors of sheep, knitting needles, and 4 different colors of mermaids. And so they're super easy to get on your bag tag. So once even if you've already got your bag tag on the bag, actually I'm going to take it off so you can see the heart shape better. And this would also apply to your key ring. In fact, I can show you that I've already put the carabiner on my key ring too. All right, so we've got our heart-shaped carabiner and we've got our bag tag on there already. So now I'm going to add a mermaid charm to it. And there you go. Now we've got a mermaid charm on our bag tag, and then we'll put it back on our bag. Try to do this up on camera. Just want to open it, slide it through, and now I can easily make out which bag this is. This is the bag that has my Create, Share, Inspire notebook in it and my stuff for the podcast in the morning. So it's the one that has the blue silver mermaid on it, and I can I can write here what yarns and what needles or hooks and what project is inside the bag. How adorable is that? So then I'm going to show you, I've already put it on my key ring too. So now I just need to decide which charm I'm going to put on. I've already got my heart on there. So I have to decide, I definitely need a mermaid, and I'm not sure what else I'm going to put on there. Definitely need at least 1 mermaid. I think a sheep wouldn't hurt too, because sometimes I forget to put my porch light on at night, and I have to dig in my purse for my phone to light up my door to unlock it. So that might be a handy one to keep on my key ring too. We have birds. Maybe Curious George? No, they're being aloof again. Yeah, super fun way to be organized, Lily. Exactly, because the bag tag is super important for staying organized and knowing what's in each bag, knowing what to share out of each bag. But then with the charms, it's even quicker at a glance to know which bag's what. Would a mermaid charm be light enough for a scarf? It depends on where you'd be putting it, I guess. Because yeah, they don't weigh much. People in, hi Sandshell. Yeah, a Curious George charm would be great. That's funny, Judy. Yep, just started with these, thought these seemed really fun. Yeah, and you could use different charms for different types of projects, absolutely. Does anybody have any other questions about that? So they're all listed in my shop under the word charms. You can just search the word charms, or if you scroll to the bottom of the store, they're right there. Thanks, Lisa. Hi, Emelinda. Thanks for joining live. Here comes the wind again. The waves sound beautiful today, don't they? Beautiful waves. The colors are pretty too. They remind me of when I did that stormy morning colorway of Be So Fine and Be So Sporty Bling. Good morning from Port Charlotte. That's just a little over an hour up the road from here. So you know how I point out Fort Myers and Sanibel and Captiva? Well, Port Charlotte's the other side of that. The hooks. Yeah, I can show the charms one more time, sure. And there'll be photos up on my website on the listing later today too. So if you want to wait for the photos, that's fine as well. Okay, so one of the mermaids I already put on my bag. That's the blue and silver mermaid tail. Yes, there's a crochet version of the scarf too. Yep, you can find the Zen striped scarf pattern in knit and crochet on my website. Here are the 2 colors of sheep. Here are the other 3 colors of mermaid tails, so we'll pull that one back up again. This one is blue and silver. Then we have gold and pink, purple and blue, and all blue. And then we have the yarn charm, and the crochet hooks, and the knitting needles. And is that everything? Yeah, I think that's everything. So did I get everybody's requests? I'll wait a second and see if there's any other requests to see something again. Thank you. The ring is a keychain. The ring is a keychain. So you could leave it on, you could take it off, you could use it as a key ring, or like I showed you could just use it as a ring of putting it on the carabiner. Thanks, Lisa. Does anybody want to see anything else again or have any other questions before we move on? Oh, and the bag tag is on the new style of tote bag that you can also find on my website. But it also goes great on the project bags too, and it'll work on any bag. Use it on whatever bags you have now. That's a good idea, Lisa. Oh my gosh, Tammy, yes. So much fun to pick out, to shop for business, absolutely. I love being able to pick out cute things like that, so fun. Shopping for new yarns is fun too. It's the same thing as personal shopping, just on a larger scale. It's super fun. What do you call it? It's not called shopping for a business. It's when you're doing the purchasing. Yeah, purchasing department is what that hat would be called. And research and development and product development and all that good stuff. All right, I don't see any other questions, so let's move on to today's quote from the Create, Share, Inspire notebook. This is Volume 1, Issue 5. There are 5 different volumes you can get in English and in Spanish. Each one comes with 31 days of writing, 31 quotes opposite each of those pages, a beginning section of the book for you to talk about your goals and intentions from the month, and a section in the back to talk about your reflections of the month. And then these are great to keep on hand so that you can refer back to your old notes, refer back to your old ideas, or just remember the things that you would otherwise forget in life. I have a hard time remembering things if I don't write them down. And I love going back through and seeing how I felt during different things. It's very interesting to go back and read your old journals. And then I also like the fact that I can use them for any type of journaling. So sometimes it's creative. I'll show you. There's a day in here that I was talking about a mandala. I had this vision in my head of a mandala that I wanted to design. And this will be coming out in a magazine this summer. Yeah, it's already finished and done. It'll be in a magazine this summer. But on January 31st, I was drawing that. And I designed it there shortly thereafter. So some days are that. Some days it's a to-do list for my business. Some days, let me see if I can find a good gratitude page. Oh, and then here's a good gratitude page. Also on January 31st, it was important to me to write the things that I'm grateful for. So some days it's about what I dream about, what I want, my goals. Some days it's all about being grateful. Some days it's a to-do list, and I intentionally made it with the date open so that there's no judgment and no pressure. You don't have to do it every day if you don't want to, and you can do it on 2. You can take up 2 pages on a day if you need it. So I like keeping things low pressure, and so that's another part of this. Let's see, let me find the next day to give you. Okay, this one's from Baltasar Gratian. Know your chief asset your great talent, cultivate it, and help along the others. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so on first reading that, I think that it would be easy to take the negative route and say, know your chief asset. Well, crap, I don't know what my chief asset is. So try to not get caught up on the first line or the second line, your great talent, because in the next line it says, cultivate it. And on the next line it says, help along the others, okay? So this is how I take the whole quote collectively. When I can get over myself and not be mean to myself and get caught up on the first two lines, I remember that whatever your talent is what you're passionate about. And if you are passionate about something, your mind is open to learning it. And if you take baby steps to just keep doing something you're passionate about, you will eventually get better at it and help along the others along the way. Because you only get better yourself when you're treating everyone else better too. Okay, so let's read this again. Balthazar Gracian. Know your chief asset, your great talent, aka your passion, cultivate it, and help along the others. Yes, rising tide lifts all the boats. That's right, Tammy. I may have said that incorrectly, but that is a beautiful quote. I love that one because it is so true. When the tide rises, all the boats rise. Very important to help along the others. You don't have to give away your secrets to help other people. I mean, I know that there's two sides of it. You can say, oh, but if I share too much, then blah, blah, blah. There's a way to do, but there's a way to protect yourself, and there's a way to be open and giving as well. And that's called boundaries, right? And man, if I could have taken Boundaries 101 in my 20s, life would be a lot different than it is now. But that's okay, because I've only started to understand boundaries in my 40s, and I think that because I made so many mistakes with boundaries over the years because I didn't know what they were, I am that much better at it now for having not done it well from the beginning. So boundaries is the key to being open and sharing and not letting anybody take advantage of you as well. There's definitely a balance. Am I perfect at it? No way. But I know that that's the flip side to telling you to share your joy and your knowledge with others, and it's really important, but not to the tune of giving all of you. That's not what it means. There are boundaries, and there's an appropriate amount that you share with others. I hope that makes sense, because I know sometimes if you take a quote or take someone's words at face value, their advice can be a little too much, and you got to add in a little common sense to it to make sure that it still makes sense overall. Things make sense in their own little bubble, but it's about applying it to everything else is where I think sometimes we don't hear that part of the lesson, and it's a really important part to actually make it apply. So that's one of the reasons why I like talking about the quotes in the morning with you. First of all, I like sharing them because they're so beautiful and so inspiring. But also, I like sharing my common sense point of view on them, and it may either be something you agree with, or it may be something you don't agree with, and that's fine too. Or it may jog your thoughts to think about what your point of view is on it, because I don't expect everyone to have the same point of view on anything. That would be boring, right? Okay, let's read the quote one last time now that we've said all that. Balthazar Gracian, know your chief asset, your great talent, cultivate it, and help along the others. Beautiful. You can find Create, Share, Inspire notebooks on my website and also on Amazon Prime, which is available throughout the world. Joanne likes, I don't make sense, just dollars. Gotcha. Thanks, Kimberly. Tammy, we all need encouragement. Yes, no matter what's going on in your life, everybody else has just as much balance of crap and good stuff. And I feel like that's something I certainly used to forget a lot. until I made a conscious effort to try to remember it. Even someone's life that looks perfect to you, it's got just as much fear and ups and downs as yours. Everybody has the same stuff. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And even when someone's life looks way better, they may suffer from depression, or someone's life looks way worse, but they have an optimistic outlook. We all have the same ups and downs in our lives. And even if something doesn't look like even if something looks one way on the surface, there's always more going on underneath. Trying to have a little more patience with people is important to me. And not easy. I'm not going to tell you it's easy, because it is. It is not easy to have patience with some people. But you know what? When you learn how to do it, you sleep better at night. I do anyway. All right, if you, let's see. Oh, we've gone over. Sorry. Hopefully I didn't keep anybody from anything. I start to rattle when we do the quotes, because they just bring me so much joy, and I love sharing them with you. Yes, have patience and do not judge other people. I agree, Bianca. I agree. You never know what's brought someone to today. You don't know. Only thing we can control is ourselves. All right, well, thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the stormy morning, not the sunrise, but the beautiful waves, the beautiful sound of the waves, the beautiful colors, chatting with me, not seeing our aloof birds, and chatting with everyone else here. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow.